She will bear a son, and you are to name him Jesus, for he will save his people from their sins. All this took place to fulfill what had been spoken by the Lord through the prophet. Look, the virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and they shall name him Emmanuel, which means God is with us. It says God is with us. That's the meaning of Emmanuel. That's the meaning of the life of Christ. To recognize that God is with you. That God is the imperishable aspect of who you are. All the rest is perishable and will perish in time. But who God is you. Clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, meekness, and patience. Bear with one another, and if anyone has a complaint against another, forgive each other. Just as the Lord has forgiven you, so you must also forgive. Above all, clothe yourselves with love, which binds everything together in perfect harmony, and let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, to which indeed you were called in the one body, and be thankful. So in forgiveness, the power of the mind is surrendered, the power of the mind to imagine the worst for someone, or wish the worst, or curse someone who has caused harm. To give up that power, to surrender the power, then reveals forgiveness. And in the revelation of forgiveness, there's a deeper revelation of love. The revelation of love reveals the peace that is beyond understanding, beyond the power of the mind to comprehend or direct or simulate. So I really equate this very much with my teacher's teaching, which is to stop. Be still. Just in one instant realize the truth of who you are. And then you will recognize that who you are is intact, even if you have lost a leg or an arm, or your heart is broken. Who you are is intact. Be true to that. And you will ultimately love your enemies. Father, if you are willing, remove this cup from me. Yet not my will, but yours be done. Then an angel from heaven appeared to him and gave him strength. In his anguish, he prayed more earnestly, and his sweat became like great drops of blood falling down on the ground. When he got up from prayer, he came to the disciples and found them sleeping because of grief. And he said to them, "Why are you sleeping? Get up and pray, that you may not come into the time of trial." In this prayer that thy will be done, a natural human response. No one wants to suffer. I would like the suffering removed, but thy will be done. And from that comes this angel of resolve, this capacity to really meet the identity of oneself with the body, which does suffer, and in that meeting to surrender to the will of the source of all. What a rich aspect to discover crucifixion. This is, of course, the symbol of the crucifixion is what has been the symbol of Christianity. But in most lives, the invitation of the crucifixion, in a very personal, day-to-day sense, is what is most avoided. Above all, let me not be crucified. And so that Jesus has been used as the very fact that he was crucified means I don't have to be crucified. But I believe this is a great era. I believe that if you are willing to be crucified in small ways and in huge ways, if that is what is appearing, then you will realize what Christ has realized. Jesus came and stood among them and said, "Peace be with you. As the Father has sent me, so I send you. Receive the Holy Spirit."